Have you ever pondered what could have triggered the colossal shift in Europe's political landscape during the late 18th and early 19th century? Today, we delve into the upheavals of the French Revolution and the Napoleonic Wars, two historical events that forever changed the course of European history. In 1789, the winds of change began to blow in France. The French Revolution, a 10-year period of political and social upheaval, was a response to widespread discontent with the absolute monarchy and the unequal social structure. The commoners, who had long been oppressed by the nobility and clergy, rose up to demand equality, liberty and fraternity, the rallying cry that would echo throughout the revolution. The storming of the Bastille, a state prison in Paris, in July of 1789, marked the beginning of the revolution. This was followed by the abolition of feudalism, the issuing of the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen, and the execution of Louis XVI, the last French king. The revolution, however, was far from over. The Reign of Terror, a period of violence and political purge, ensued in 1793. Thousands were executed for perceived enemies of the revolution. By 1794, the Reign of Terror had ended, but the revolution had paved the way for a new form of government, a directory. Enter Napoleon Bonaparte, a young and ambitious military officer. By 1799, he had overthrown the Directory and established himself as the first consul of France. By 1804, he crowned himself Emperor Napoleon I, marking the beginning of the Napoleonic era. The Napoleonic Wars, a series of major conflicts fought between European powers, ensued from 1803 to 1815. Napoleon, with his Grande Armée, sought to dominate Europe. Despite initial successes, his ambition ultimately led to his downfall. Napoleon's disastrous invasion of Russia in 1812 marked the beginning of the end for his empire. Defeated at the Battle of Leipzig in 1813 and finally at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, Napoleon was exiled to St. Helena, where he spent the last years of his life. In retrospect, the French Revolution and the Napoleonic Wars were defining moments in European history. The revolution abolished the monarchy, established the republic, and sparked an era of radical social and political upheaval. The Napoleonic Wars, on the other hand, reshaped the borders of Europe and paved the way for the spread of nationalism. These events ushered in a new era in Europe, an era marked by the rise of democratic principles, the spread of nationalism, and the shift from feudalism to industrial capitalism. The French Revolution and the Napoleonic Wars were not just events in history, they were catalysts of change that forever altered the course of Europe's destiny.